Hello, hello, Prambors Radio, Indonesia #1 hit music station. Kawula Muda, my name is Ralvi. And not every day we have the opportunity to talk to one of the biggest band members that I've watched growing up. Maybe you watched growing up as well. We have Chuck Homo from Simple Plan.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much for stopping by.
Terry Makasay, thank you.
Oh my God, you know you're Indonesian. You know your Bahasa, Chuck.
I try my best. But
Yeah.
we've been coming here a lot, and we love it here, and we
Over
have so many amazing fans. So I'm just grateful to be back and excited to be talking with you, man.
Yeah, over
Thanks.
the past, I don't know, decade, 2 decades, I think you've been coming back to Indonesia for a couple of times.
Yeah, first time we were here was 2004 on our
2004.
second album.
That's crazy.
We came here, we played the tennis indoor stadium, I remember,
You
and it
remember
was incredible. So many people. We couldn't believe how many people actually knew our band and our song. I think our record went like double platinum here. Like it was crazy,
did,
and
you
it
guys
was
did,
so
for sure.
special to know that our music could travel so far from our home.
It did. 2004. Let's take a trip back to 2004. We're not talking about your age. I don't want to go into that, but I want to talk about my age.
All right.
2004. I was born in 94,
Okay.
so I was 10 years old.
10 years old.
And I bought my, I don't know, 5th cassette. It was called Super Fresh 2.0.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the cover right here. I don't have the cassette here.
Oh, you don't have it anymore?
I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
It's been gone for
Well,
so long.
let's see what's on there.
It's kind of blurry, but the first track of side A is Welcome to My Life.
Welcome to my life.
So
There
I
you go.
actually grew up listening
That's amazing.
to Simple Plan, also as other bands. I don't know if I can say it, but
Sure, why not?
Green Day, Maroon 5, it's everything. Rob Thomas,
amazing, man.
Linkin Park, Good Charlotte.
So that's how you discovered this kind of music in our band?
Yeah. First
Ah.
time was probably MTV.
Like a compilation, right?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
compilation. I grew up
Okay.
watching MTV as well.
Okay, yeah.
MTV was huge back then. TRL,
Sure,
making
yeah.
all the music videos.
Yeah, it changed our career for sure.
It did.
Yeah, we loved making music videos, and I think so many people discovered the band.
Yeah.
Like first and foremost, seeing like a music video, like it's TRL or whatever show, and we loved it. We love having the chance to be creative and like kind of coming up with these ideas, these concepts, and showing the band like what we were all like, our personalities, what we were all about with the music.
Yeah.
So a lot of people I think discovered the band like that for sure. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool that you grew up with the music.
I really grew up with your music, so it's
Thank
really
you.
crazy. Just a couple of days ago, our music director told me, like, Ralvi, do you want to interview a member from Simple Plan? I was like, who? The drummer, Chuck. I was like, why not?
And we're here. Look at
and
that.
we are here. And
Dreams do come true.
Dreams do come true. Well, other than going to Disneyland,
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
talking to you too. Oh,
Well,
so
we're playing Disney in June. You should come out. We do that
You're
every year
kidding
now.
me.
Yeah. Imagine that. Simple Plan at Disney.
Anaheim
Your
or
life.
Orlando?
No, in Florida. Yeah. So your life would just be like made.
Tell me more about that show, please do.
Yeah, we started doing it I think like 10 years ago, and it's really cool. We just go there for the weekend. It's 4 days in a row. We play 4 shows in a row, and then during the entire day we just do rides all day, and then people come and see us. And we started. At first we were doing it and not a lot of fans knew about it, but now everybody knows about it. And they come out and we started playing all these songs that we never play live, like these kind of rare songs that people, like the hardcore fans, really want. So it has become like a bit of a Simple Plan convention when people come out. But for us it's amazing because we bring our families, and all day they give us these VIP tour guides, and they take us and we don't wait in line.
Yeah,
and we get
the
to do
fast
everything.
pass,
Well, it's not
VIPs.
even,
You
like,
walk
we
around.
go-
You
we
walk
go
around
thr-
Disney VIPs.
we
baby.
go through the exit. We don't wait, and it's like it's the best. I mean, you can never go back. Once you've done it like that, you can never do it normal.
I wish I
And
could have that experience.
so next time, you should come out.
I have to. Are you guys like incorporated with Disney? Like, did they reach out to you and then hey, let's do something together?
I'm not sure how it happened. I do. Back in the day, around 2004, same thing. We did this thing called Grand Night, which is like when people have their prom, at the end of high school.
Yeah,
they go to Disney.
I've read about that.
So we
at
played
night.
it. Yes, we played it. We played in front of the castle, and it was incredible. And people had their prom, and
Oh
I guess
my
they thought we
God.
did a good job, and then they re-invited us again. So there you go.
Are you a big fan of Disney too?
Yeah, I have a great time there. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I think the coolest thing for me is to see how special it is for, like, we all have kids now in the band, so to see the kids and loving it and just being a part of it is pretty rad.
Like being a dad and a musician at the same time. You can do both.
Yeah, it's kind of, for me, like, especially after the pandemic, it's like I'm so lucky that we get to be in this band. We get to do really special things, and I want to make sure that my kid gets to like do some of the cool stuff, and I get to take him. You know, he's gonna come to Japan next month, and you know, like he went to Germany on his school break, and now we're going to Disney in June. Like, it's just cool to do stuff together that we wouldn't do if it wasn't for the band. So I'm really grateful that I get to do all this cool stuff.
I have to come to Disney. Fun fact: I have a Disney tattoo right here.
Get out of here. Okay, you're like a hardcore fan.
Look at this. It's like a
like
Disney
we literally play right there.
I know. I should have miniature Simple Plans right here.
Yeah.
Like playing your.
Yeah.
I should have you playing your drums right here.
There you go.
And a Simba tattoo right here. So I love Disney. I love
Okay,
Disney.
you're like all in.
Growing up, I love Disney, and I love to watch Scooby Doo.
How
was that? How was that experience? I mean, I still listen
amazing.
to that song until today. What's New Scooby Doo?
You know,
it's on Cartoon Network.
You know that we were in it too, right?
I know.
Like we had like a whole episode around Simple Plan.
Scooby Doo does a lot of collaboration. They do Batman. They do Harlem Globetrotters, and did a Simple Plan.
Yeah,
so
it was
how was
sick.
that experience?
Yeah, they came to us like even before we had like our first big songs in the States. They approached us and like, hey, we're looking for a band to do the theme song. We have this new theme song, and we're like, okay, we like it, but we wanted to turn it into like a simple, like we wanted to make it our own. You know, we wanted to make it like pop punk and everything. Like, yeah, go ahead, do it. So we came up with our version and we arranged it, and honestly, it sounds really cool. We did it. For the longest time, we never really heard about it. People were just, it was under the radar. Nobody really knew about it. And then up until like 4 or 5 years ago, I think it got on Netflix. Like the whole, you can watch Scooby-Doo on Netflix now. All the shows, the What's New Scooby-Doo. And then TikTok happened. And then people are, I don't know what happened, but they decided that this song was a jam and they love it. And it's huge on TikTok, and now everybody knows us for being the Scooby-Doo band. Like, and we play it live. We literally play the song live at every show because it has become like a staple of our live concert. People want to hear the song, and it was just really special, like to do the voices and do the whole thing. And now I showed my kid, like, hey, look,
Does your kids know Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, he loves it, you know, and he loves the theme
with,
song.
With the
like
age
we drive to school and like, hey, play the Scooby-Doo track, you know, like all right, and we do that.
It's there's a maybe age gap and different eras. Whoa! Is that an earthquake? I hope not.
Everything's okay. It's good.
I hope so. We have LeBron James right here. Hey.
He stayed there. See,
he stayed there. Because he's the GOAT.
That's right.
Do you think LeBron James is the GOAT? Do you follow basketball, Chuck?
Hey, look, it's a Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. It's a very difficult answer.
Yeah,
I'm not sure there is a good answer. I think they're both incredible.
Very diplomatic answer.
Yes,
you don't want to get canceled online.
But I do have to say that in terms of the clothing and the shoes, Jordan wins.
Jordan wins.
Yeah.
Look what I'm wearing right now.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, very classic.
Yeah.
I mean, Nikes as well.
That's right.
Okay, so we talk about Scooby-Doo. I still listen to that song until this point on. I was at the gym earlier, and it's actually it was on my personal
on your playlist?
Yeah, it's on my playlist.
There
it was
you
on
go.
shuffle. I was like, what a coincidence.
That's amazing. Did you break your personal best?
I did. I was doing bench press.
I love it.
What's just Scooby-Doo?
That's right. Yeah, it is motivating.
It is.
It makes you run faster.
It
We hear that a lot. A lot of people do like a lot of running to Simple Plan songs.
Yeah,
It's good tempo.
It is.
Yep.
So, any exciting things that you're doing right now, except from touring and
Well, I mean, we'll be
visiting?
playing a show this weekend.
Yeah.
That's exciting. We're playing in
is
Jakarta.
exciting. Yeah.
Everblast Festival. That's gonna be really fun. It's cool to be, with a bunch of bands from, I guess, from our era. There's like Red Jumpsuit, like Apparatus, and there's who else is playing? There's
a lot more.
Secondhand
Serenade.
like Serenade, and so there's a bunch of cool bands that are part of it. It's really cool. And Hoobastank, which they're cool.
The Reason.
Great song, great band, nice guys. We got to play with them back in the day, and they were super nice. So that's really fun. We're doing a lot of shows. We're all over Southeast Asia, and then we go to Japan for Punk Springs with Bad Religion, My Chemical Romance, and Sum 41. And then we have some big news coming for the summer. We're going to do a big tour. We can't announce it just yet, but it's going to be amazing. And just more shows. Honestly, we're just really busy. Lots of concerts, and then we get to go home and chill a little bit, and then we go back on tour. And it's like we found the perfect balance of, and I'm just so grateful that we get to keep doing this, after all these years, and that people still care and still want to see the band play.
So are you also, you talk about being grateful, are you also grateful that you get to spend time with your high school buddies until this point on.
Yeah.
I mean, you started in high school.
Yeah,
Right.
we literally started our band when we were 13 years old in my
13
parents'
years old.
basement.
Mhm.
We met in high school. I have no idea why, but our French teacher, because we went to French school, we were from Montreal,
Yes.
and he looked at me and Pierre, and he said, "You guys should be in a band together." And I don't know why he said that, but I didn't play any instrument. Like, he played guitar a little bit, and then we formed a band because of this guy. And fast forward 30 years later, we're still here. We're still doing it. And we got to do it with people that we like. We're all best friends. We all met in high school. We all come from the same place. We have the same values. And I think that's one of the reasons why the band was able to survive all this time, is because we truly are friends first and foremost. Like, we didn't pick the best drummer or the best singer or the best guitar player. We picked people that we just knew each other and we got along.
And I think that's
You
why it
know?
works.
I think that's why it
It
works.
still works until today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun. It's fun to do all this, experience all these things, go to all these new places, and do it with people that you love and respect. So
Because not a lot of people get the opportunity and chance to spend time with their best friends, high school buddies,
that's true.
because they have different career paths,
Jobs and like
and
families and everything.
And then one night on a weeknight, say, "Hey, let's go out." Nah, I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been.
But sometimes it's not the case for you.
It's been really cool. I mean, like, we do spend. It's almost like you're married in some ways.
Yeah. I figure.
Which can be tough. Like, it's
Marriage has its struggles.
Yeah, sometimes, it's like you gotta, but I mean, our way of handling things, that we always think and never forget how precious the band is and our friendship is. And that's the priority. And that's what we want to kind of preserve and definitely protect. And we want it to keep going. So we always make that a priority, and we always communicate. And if there's a problem in the band, we'll go into a room, we'll close the door, and we won't come out until it's solved and we're friends again. You know what I mean? So that's been the secret for us.
Nice. That's maybe if you have a band.
There you go.
That's a secret tip from Chuck Comer. From
Exactly.
Clan.
No, but honestly, like anything, friendship, marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, like whatever it is, if you actually talk and you work it out, instead of just being resentful and not saying anything, it makes all the difference. Like the whole communication thing is key for our band as well.
Yeah. At which point of life you know that this is one of the keys of resolving
It's super
problems?
interesting. See, like, so Pierre and I, we have pretty strong personalities, and we always want to be right, and and Jeff, same thing, where it can be a little bit contentious. But the biggest lesson that I ever learned was around 17 years old, when I was my first band with Pierre. We broke up and we hated each other for a year and a half. We didn't speak, and that's when I don't want to get all deep, but for me it was a profound change in my life, because I realized that if you don't control your emotions, and if you can't like get along, you can lose the most important thing in your life, which for me at the time was my band, my music. I really thought it was gonna be my career. And at 17, I lost everything. I was crying in the hotel room. I had to call my dad, like, I need to come home. The tour's over. They kicked me out of the band. And it was so humbling. And it was like, wow, everything is gone. And I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me and Pierre, to the band, because when we were 21, 22, 23, and we were just starting out, and everything was changing so fast, and we're selling millions of records, and there was a lot of pressure and all that. We knew what it was like to mess up and break a band apart, and we didn't want to go back there. So we always caught ourselves. We always stopped ourselves before we would cross the line. So I think it's the reason why we're still in the band. If we didn't have that experience at 17 or 18, maybe we would have been dumb enough to break up the band, and I wouldn't be here talking to you today, So it's whatever you learn, you need to apply it, right?
Yeah.
To your
That was
life.
a life lesson you got at such an early age, 17 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, we did start the band really early. We were
Yeah.
13 when we first started out. We were playing our first shows with like Pennywise and NoFX and Lagwagon and all these bands at like 15. We were opening up. We were playing in front we did our own big headline show. Like, I think it was 1,200 people. We were like 15 years old. So it was really quick. We made our first album around 16. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gained a lot of experience. Like, people think, oh, like this Simple Plan band just came out of nowhere and they became big. But there was literally like 8-9 years of like this previous band that taught us so many things. And it was a really punk rock band, and we've learned like to do it ourselves, and we learned to like the ethics of being in a band, and I think it gave us so much insight,
Yeah.
into being a band.
Oh, that's crazy. You talked about Japan earlier.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw a video of yours on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
It's Chuck Homo, a serious person or a serious
Oh, yes.
musician. So,
Wow, you did a lot of research.
yeah,
You're good.
That was uploaded 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used to do all these little skits, and that
I
was
know.
part of the.
Well, Pierre's have Pierre's Day Off.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have that.
Uh-huh.
With
See,
you.
like we were doing TikToks before TikTok existed.
I know.
You
That was more of a early YouTube era.
Yeah, like
Like it's Mosh.
like YouTube Shorts. Yeah.
YouTube Shorts right now.
You know what? Honestly, like ever since we started the band, we always thought we would want to give a sneak peek into what it was like to be in the band, to be backstage, to be with us, like on the bus, on the plane, and like traveling, and we put out all these videos on our website, and then we did a DVD, and we never really stopped doing that. Now it's so common, like with TikTok, everybody does it, right? But at the time, it wasn't so normal to put all that stuff, all that content out. But that's why for us, the transition into TikTok and all that has been pretty easy because we've done it our entire career. Like we love like doing this stuff and showing who we are as people, so that our fans, they don't just know us as like the mysterious band that plays on stage, but they know who like Chuck is, and Pierre and Jeff and Sebastian,
I was super surprised because I know who Chuck Homo is, but I don't know Chuck Homo personally. So I went on YouTube and checked it out. So I thought it was you being you.
No.
But then,
come on.
I got past then I saw the comment section. It's like, this is not him. This is just him being funny. Which is really funny.
You should check it out.
I get the joke. I truly get the joke.
I mean, like we always kind of mess around and just have a good time and try to make our fans laugh.
I love that scene.
We don't take ourselves very seriously.
I know. I love that scene where a kid comes up with an Iron Maiden shirt. Then, hey Chuck, can I have an autograph of my guitar? What? Do you even play guitar?
You got the wrong shirt.
You got the wrong shirt. Do you even play guitar? Get out of here.
I was trying to play like the cliche, like not nice,
musician.
ego, cocky musician. But that's not really us.
I know. That was really funny. So in the comment section, I saw a YouTube account posted paragraphs that saying stuff about you. And then one of the things that account said was, you love playing a show in Japan. Is that right?
Yeah, I love going to Japan. Well, I mean,
you love going everywhere, but
love going everywhere.
Yeah, but Japan has a special place in your heart. Is that?
Yeah, you know what? It's the first place that we went to where the band really started to do well. Like when we first came out, the songs came out in the States and it didn't do anything. Like literally, like zero. Like no radio played it. No, we didn't sell any records. It was very kind of discouraging. We're like, oh my god! And then we heard the song came out in Japan and it's a big hit, and we were like, wow, that's really cool. And we went on our first sold out like headlining tour. We got there and there was people at the airport, people at the hotel. It was pandemonium. Like every show was sold out, and it was the first taste of like what it's like to have success, right? So and it was such a different I don't know if you've been to Japan, but it's really different. Like it's like you get there and it's such like culturally so interesting. And it was our first trip where we really felt like we were somewhere else. It was like very foreign, but amazing. And fans were giving us gifts, and the food was just insane. I love Japanese food, so for me, every time I go there, it's such a treat to just eat so well. So yeah, I don't know, there was something special about it. We had a really great connection. The shows were insane. The crowds are so interesting. Like they sing perfectly in pitch, which is so rare. Like they sing and it's like the note is perfect, which is usually rare. It's not like that. Yeah. And then when you stop playing, it's quiet. Like complete silence. They just want to hear what you have to say. Yeah. So it's very different. I think that's what's special about our band is that we always wanted to go play everywhere around the world. Like it was really important for us to not just be a band that plays like the UK, the US, and Canada, and doesn't care about the rest of the world. That's why we came here so early. Like it was our dream to like play Singapore, play here and play KL, play Thailand, and like so that was huge. And because we wanted to discover all these places, we were curious. We wanted to try the food. We wanted to meet the people, and I think we've just been very blessed that we got to do all this.
Yeah, just not as a musician. I mean, for everyone, Japan is a special place. It's for me too. I mean,
Yes.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
it's
rad,
crazy.
man. We're going back actually in 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
and I'm bringing my kid and my wife, and it's gonna be
Holiday slash
yeah,
show.
We're gonna stay for an extra
Living the
week.
dream.
Yeah, we're gonna stay for an extra week and just like enjoy it.
You're
'Cause
gonna go to Disneyland, Japan.
I am not gonna go to Disneyland, Japan, but I'm gonna go to Kyoto for the first time. Which
Kyoto, I love
I've never
Kyoto.
been, so I'm
I love
excited.
Kyoto. It's a small town outside Japan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's really nice. It's a small
I
town.
hear, but
Yeah.
I've never been. But
You should. You're going too.
I am.
Okay, we talk about. I still want to talk about a couple of things. Do we still have the time, Kendra? Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you need, my friend. I'm just here hanging out. You know, we can.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you.
No. You're not
How's your
talking
love
about
life?
me. No. Life is going pretty. You know, if I start talking about my life, this show is gonna go for.
It could
an
be a
hour
long show.
It could be a long show.
Okay,
So
okay.
let's just take the
Next episode.
Next episode, hopefully, when Chuck Como returns to Indonesia or Ralvi goes to Disneyland Orlando.
That's right.
I would love to go there.
June.
Yeah. I actually lived in the States for a year
Okay, where?
during my high school year, senior year in Minnesota,
Oh, nice.
up north.
State of hockey.
The state of hockey, land of 1,000 lakes.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of lakes there. So I went there. I lived with my host family, and they took me to Florida.
Okay.
They actually took me to Florida.
Oh, wow.
But then, hey, host dad, host mom, are we going to Disney World?
Uh-huh.
Are we going to Epcot,
Uh-huh.
Animal Kingdom, and Universal?
And what'd she say?
Do you know what she said?
Nah.
Ralvi, those places are for kids. Let's go to the water park because they rarely experience the sun, right? So because it was really cold up north.
Okay, got
So
it. Yeah, of course.
They took me to the water parks. It was a
Okay.
Disney themed water
That's
park.
still pretty good.
It's still pretty good.
Come
but
on,
I
man.
I stayed next to Disney World, so
and you didn't go.
that was such a heartbreaker. So I have to come back.
All right,
I have to
okay,
come back.
deal,
I have
deal.
to come back during your show,
That would be good.
and hopefully I'll be back there in the stands with a lot of people. Chuck, remember me?
You can make a sign.
I can make a sign. Hey, I'm from Prambors. Remember me, Chuck? Well,
Perfect. I love it.
anyways, I want to talk about being TikTok famous right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because this is.
Is this what we are now? It's like, it's so funny. We're the TikTok band now.
I know.
It's
But
hilarious.
back then, you were not the TikTok band. You were just the band who's really good and famous because of
Yeah.
what you're doing. But then all of these young generations, kids who are probably 13, 14, and you got people listening to your band at your age too, back when you were 13, 14,
Uh-huh.
kids start listening to you. And now kids at 13 and 14 start listening to you again. How is that experience for you?
Yeah, it's been kind of wild. I mean, this whole TikTok thing has been
Your
insane.
market didn't change for like 20 years.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's just kind of it's been really weird because at first we obviously we were aware of TikTok. We knew what it was, but we were not really on it, and we didn't think it was really right for us. And but then people started calling us or texting us and saying like, "Man, have you seen this whole TikTok? I'm just a kid thing. It's insane." Like, okay, whatever. Didn't check it. One more time, like, man, you need to check it. Like, dude, you need to go on TikTok. You have no idea. It's blowing up.
It
You guys
is.
are like massive. And then finally we went and we're like, oh my God, this is like billions of views and
all over the world.
It's and all these celebrities are doing it, and then we have to join TikTok because we're like, okay, we got at this point we got to do it,
We're forced to
and
join TikTok.
we did our own challenge and it went to like 20 million views or something. So it was kind of crazy, and then we started to just say, you know what, we're all in. We started like doing TikToks all the time, and we really actually enjoy it. We realized that you don't have to conform to whatever people think TikTok is. You can just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just do what you want, and people will find you and they'll connect with you, and it's awesome.
But I have a hard time doing that. It's so hard to be yourself on social media
Well,
sometimes.
you can't like try to be what you think you should be. You just got to be you, and I think people will connect with that.
Yeah.
It will resonate way more.
Yeah.
But it's been so interesting to see all these people. Like, we'll meet young kids, like sometimes like friends of our kids or whatever, and
They
they're
did the
like,
challenge?
and well, they know the song, and then you said like, well, that's us. That's
Back
get
then.
out of here. No, that's a TikTok song. It's not a band. Like, no. This is a song that came out 20 years ago, and it's and there's a band, and we are the band, and it just like it blows.
They
their
thought
mind.
it was just everyday TikTok song.
They thought it was just a random TikTok song.
Yeah.
You know, so
Sure.
it's the funniest thing.
you don't know what you're talking about sometimes, kids.
But in our bio, it's like I'm just a kid band. You know? So there you go.
People know you these days. Not people, kids know you, like 13, 14 years old because of that song.
Yeah, and you know what? It's amazing. It's also like the whole TikTok thing has been wild. Like we have like 2 million followers almost on that thing right now, which is the biggest social media that we have. And well, aside from like Facebook, but that's a
Facebook is Facebook.
Facebook is Facebook.
Yeah.
But anyway, but my point is, like, all these people that used to listen to the band and maybe forgot about the band are like rediscovering it. It comes out on their page and like, oh my God, you guys are still around.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I used to love you guys. And then they start following you, and then they come back and they come see a show and they listen to the new record. It's so it's bringing back a whole bunch of our audience, and it's also, like you're saying, bringing all these young people that maybe are into like Machine Gun Kelly, for example, and they want to know like, oh, okay, what's the like, who was the influences, and they start listening to like Blink and Green Day and Sum 41 and Simple Plan and Good Charlotte, and they discover this whole scene, you know, and now it's all available like on Spotify. It's so easy to find.
That's the golden era.
So you're seeing a whole bunch of new people discovering this scene, and it's exciting. You look at like when we the big festival in Vegas, like
when we were young.
Yeah, and it's like all these people like want to come back and relive this moment. It's like the scene is just like has like this big resurgence. It's been really fun.
Yeah, it is crazy. But during that time, I mean, before I'm Just a Kid was famous and it blew up, I mean, Simple Plan was still doing their thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we never stopped. We never took like any big hiatus or anything. We never. Yeah.
You were comfortable at what you're doing. You were doing shows, but then you got like viral. You know.
We went viral. Yeah,
you know,
I guess.
Do you like that word, viral? It's a word we use every day now.
Yeah.
We didn't use that 5 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, it's been really interesting. We never stopped. We never like took a break as a band. We always kept, you know, just playing, touring, having albums out, and I think we're really proud of that. Like a lot of bands went away and then they come back and they're bigger, and that's awesome for them. That's great. But for us, we always had fans that were there, that we always enjoyed what we were doing. We never felt we needed to take a break or go away. We always felt like, let's just keep doing our thing. And that's been our journey. You know, some bands have different journeys. For us, that's been ours. But it's quite special, and it's been, again, a bit mind-blowing and so grateful that 20 years into our career, like, we feel like the band is getting bigger and bigger. And more people are there listening and are coming to the show. The shows are getting bigger. It's hard to explain how that happened, but it's really great. And I think that it just goes to show how powerful music is, because the music of your teenage years, people will always come back.
Yeah.
And like they will always feel connected to that more than any other music. And I think that's why you're seeing so many people coming back to the scene, because it defined their teenage years, and now they want to go back to maybe a time that was more simple, you know. And there you go.
And I think you are talking about me.
There you go. Exactly, right?
Yeah. I was kind of stressed out about work and stuff. I just want to go back to simpler times. And that was elementary and junior high school.
And the music that you love, you know? And that's
and
the
that's
thing.
Simple Plan. That's Simple Plan. It's Hoobastank, and it's Green Day, and it's Good Charlotte.
Well, I'm really grateful
That's
that
crazy.
our songs that you know, were important to you.
Really
Thank you,
crazy.
man. Appreciate
I used
that.
to sing my lungs out to Untitled.
Oh, yeah.
Why did this happen to me?
Oh, you got a good voice, too, man.
Nah,
Look at this guy.
no, I
We're
don't,
going to
I
have to
don't.
bring you on stage tomorrow.
And I think that's the right cue to end this interview. So, Chuck, thank you very much.
My pleasure, bud. Nice meeting you.
This
Thank
is
you.
a crazy
Thanks for all the
experience.
kind words. Appreciate
This
it.
is a crazy experience. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Break a leg on the show tomorrow.
We'll see you guys there.
Yes.
Excited.
And please have fun.
It
in
will.
regards for me at Disneyland.
Oh,
Please.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll FaceTime.
We'll FaceTime.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm going to
Love
get
it.
your number from Kevin. All right.
All right.
Peace out, Kawula Muda. It's Chuck from Simple Plan.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow him on the socials. Also, just don't forget to listen to Simple Plan song. Listen to What's New Scooby Doo. It's just for me. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Peace out.
Love it.